Let's talk today about a little leaven leavening the whole lump. How one tiny little spot of something that is not of God can literally permeate the whole apple and rot it. This is why God has us die to self before we go out in front of people, before we go out and appear before other people. Understand this: what you do with your image to make it better, if you alter it, you then are altering the creation of God and what He intended for you. Like the person that uh, uh, does different things, has different operations, then they have opened a door to allow the enemy to deceive. And listen to what I'm telling you. This image is a deception now. You paint it up, you powder it up, and you deceive people on what you look like. You take uh, everything and you use it to deceive who you are. I mean, there's a lot of women in this world that they're not called to stand before all men and tell the truth. They're not called and claiming to be prophets, to be preachers, to be teachers. So if they choose to put acrylic nails on, that's a deception. You have to understand. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. The man who goes out and gets himself a special kind of haircut, and I'm not telling you that he shouldn't do it, but there are men, well, I have to be before the camera, so I have to powder myself. I have to use this stuff, and I have to. They do not trust and depend upon the glory of God to be upon them. Well, that's because there's deception there. So what happens is the deception, and you have to understand, you cannot alter your age. It's going to come inevitably. And if you've played with it here and you've played with it there and you've powdered and spent a lot of time and a lot of money to change it here and change it there, that's time that you spent to uh, make yourself different than what God had created you to be. I was just talking to my hairdresser, and we were talking about. I mean, I really like her hair. She has beautiful, thick hair, and boy, that is just wonderful. And but it's coming in gray. You know, a lot of the white is coming in, and I think she looks beautiful because God made the gray hair, the white hair, to soften the blow of what happens in age on your face. You know, uh, it's it's the way it's the way God made it. And when you thrive on who He is, you don't have to paint yourself up. You don't have to powder yourself up. Oh, you know, uh, God doesn't want you to look like a hag. He doesn't want you to look all messed up and dirty. And He wants a clean face. He wants a clean body. He wants you neat as possible. And you go according to what you have. You don't go out and buy a bunch of expensive clothing that I have the best of this and the best of that, so that everybody could see that I am successful, that I am. I don't care what you see. I don't care what you think. I don't care how and a lot of times this is a habit for me. It's a habit that I look at it and I see a hair out of place and I put it back. But that isn't because I'm thinking about my hair. It's because I'm not thinking about it. And so therefore I go like this often. And sometimes I don't like the fact that when I've just got up out of bed in the middle of the night and God says you have to give a message. So I push back my hair and I put my fingers through it and I sit there and I do that. Now, I'm not suggesting anybody who doesn't do that is not of God. I'm not saying that to you because maybe God called you a little bit differently. Maybe, I mean, whatever makes you feel good, do. But this don't make me feel good, okay? This don't make me feel good. This doesn't make me feel good. What makes me feel good is him. That's what makes me feel good. What makes me feel good is him and I, our closeness, our truth. Now, if it was just that I have a gift and I can use it for this and I can use it for that, and if that was just the thing, it's different when you belong to Jesus Christ. When you belong to Jesus Christ, he's in there. He doesn't come out. He doesn't change. He doesn't say, "Oh, I'm leaving." He gives you the power to be who he wants you to be. He gives you the strength, the wisdom, and the power to be what he wants. So while you're concentrating, I got something in my eye. While you're concentrating on this and this and even your surroundings, because some of my videos are pretty bad. I I lived in a place where if you look back into the room, which nobody looked at, I'm told, you would see how bad the place was, falling apart that I lived in, and why I had to get out of it. But I want to reach the woman today who thinks that because she has a calling that she should go and get uh, a manicure and get acrylic nails put on, that she should have a pedicure, that she should have the best design of clothing, the best makeup, the best of everything, and still go and get this operated on, that operated on, everything. Doesn't realize age is going to come anyway. And when it comes from you playing with it, it's going to look pretty awful. Because no matter how many times they operate and reoperate, the real you is going to come out. My little smashy's calling me, so I gotta pause.